Welcome to TBOG, it's a happy show. Welcome to TBOG, Matt really knows what TBOG's about. The topics are about everything that Matt has in his brain.
Welcome to TBOG, a.k.a. the beginnings of greatness. With me is Joey Livingston, as always.
Assistant host.
And with myself is Matt Rhodes, as always.
Main host.
Great to be here with you guys. What's on the schedule for today, Joey?
All the topics that you have come up with this week, Matthew.
All right. Well, let's get down to it.
I'm enjoying this.
Last night I was at Chuck E. Cheese, and it was pretty fun.
Did you see a mouse?
I saw a mouse named Chuck, and he served us pizza and all types of cheeses. There's a bunch of little kids running around. It was a great time. I played a video game. It was pretty fun. I beat that video game. It's rare people beat video games at arcades because it takes a long time. But hey,
What did they beat?
if you have enough cheese tokens, the arcade is yours. And if you got the gaming skills like I do,
Oh, you beat the game?
yeah. Me and my little cousin Brody. Shout out to Brody. Shout out to Brandy. She was 4 years old yesterday. And what else did we do last night? I drove home. That's what I did last night. I had no car accidents, which is always good. I saw a car accident on the way home. Dodged it like a champ. Yeah. Made it back home safe so I could be here with y'all today. Anything exciting happen in your life?
Let me see. I was thinking about the book of Genesis this week.
Not the band, but the book.
Right, that's why I said the book of Genesis.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Are we clear?
I'm clear.
Okay.
The book of Genesis, which is found in the canon of all of your English
Yes.
Bibles.
Right. I was thinking about how it says that Adam and Eve were the first people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that God created them, and then they had all the rest of the human race.
Right.
Okay, so my question was, says who? Okay,
Right.
that's my question.
Who wrote that junk down?
Right. Well, let's just assume for a moment that Moses wrote it down. Okay.
Okay.
Well, who told him? Like some people say God told him directly.
Like, hey Moses, let me tell you a little story.
Right. Right. Crew member, you're distracting me.
What's going on?
But what if somebody else told Moses that, and he was just like somebody told me that I'm just gonna write down what my mom and pa taught me. Okay.
Yeah.
But who told mom and pa?
Who told
that?
Mom and Pa?
Right.
Right.
So it all comes down to Adam and Eve.
Right.
Okay. Because if they are truly any sort of
Right.
ancestor.
If they were real, let's
Right.
just say they are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is my concept. What if Adam and Eve were just a couple of orphans that got lost in the woods and some old guy found them and convinced them that he was God?
Hey kids, y'all lost?
No, like they got lost at like 1 or 2 years old. Okay.
Right.
And like some old guy found them and he decided to teach them that he created them.
He bamboozled Adam and Eve.
Right. And so he's just like, okay, guys, Here, this is my garden. You can do anything that you want, but don't eat off of my apple tree.
Do not touch that apple tree. That's pretty funny. If somebody did come in and just went up to Adam and Eve and said, "Guess what, guys? See me?
Yeah.
I'm God. I created all of this just for you."
What's God, Dad?
Well, I am almighty. I'm everywhere. I see everything. And I created you two. Little lady, I created you out of that young man's rib.
What?
Can you believe that? I did, though. And you, sir, I created you out of that
I wonder
dirt.
why you cut me the other day.
Well, there's a couple other reasons behind that, but mainly to make other humans.
That'd be bad.
Yeah, that
It's
would
making
be
me
bad.
mad just thinking about it. It's the
Bamboozle.
ultimate hoax.
Yeah. Is it making you feel sorry for Adam and Eve if that really did happen?
Yes, I feel bad. I feel angry. I feel fooled.
The majority of people should feel fooled because we've been taught some
Based on
bullcorn.
The majority of people should feel angry and hurt based on what I'm making up right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's made me mad.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that much.
Do you ever like have daydreams or think about like you think about somebody and you imagine them doing something, they haven't done it, but it's like something that they would do,
And then you get
and
real
you get
mad.
upset at them?
Yep.
because that's just like them.
Yeah.
Like they haven't done it, they haven't done anything,
Yeah.
but like they could.
Yeah, in your mind,
capable of it.
in your mind, you think that they're either thinking it or that they're going to do it, but it's as far as you can be from the truth.
Right.
That person is probably not even thinking about that or going to do it, but it seems like their character. So in your mind, you're like, yeah,
Like
this person's thinking this about me. I tell you what, I'm just gonna whoop his butt.
like when I was in junior high, I was sitting in the truck while my stepdad was putting gas in the tank, and I was daydreaming that he would do something. It wasn't, he's a pretty nice guy, to be honest, but
But he had his.
he just clicked fingernails on the chalkboard to
Yeah.
my adolescent self, and so it wasn't about like what he was probably thinking. It was just I just imagined a scenario and what he would do in that scenario. And I became really angry in the truck based on nothing at all.
Yeah.
He hadn't done anything wrong.
And,
I'll never forget that.
Sometimes
I'm still mad at him about it.
sometimes even today I'll think of stuff like that, but then right after I've already gotten mad, my blood pressure's gone up and I start sweating, then I say to myself, Matt, you're an idiot. None of that is gonna happen. It didn't even happen, so just chill out, Matt.
You still do it today?
Yeah, but I catch myself and I get mad at myself for thinking that way.
Yeah, I don't know if I do it today. I don't notice myself doing it.
It's not like I do it every day. It's stew about
maybe
people.
when I go into a blackout rage, I might do it then.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe when I black out into rage and hurt people physically.
And when you come to, you just do not know what happened.
Right. It's all based on a daydream.
And that justifies it since you don't know what happened.
That's why I go into the rage.
Yes, sir. Justification. Blackout justification. If you don't remember it, you can just say, hey,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't even remember doing that.
That's right.
You know that's not me.
That's right. That's what the movies say, that you can get away with it.
Right.
Yeah.
And I love movies.
Yes. They are my primary source of education.
I've learned all I've learned to know about learning from movies.
Oh.
No. No. No.
I think it's time to play Great or Not Great again. What do you think?
Great or not great. All right. What do we got today?
Let's see. Yeah, sir.
This is our second installment of Great or Not Great.
Yes. This segment is also brought to you by regrettablemusic.com, who's been kind enough to let us glean some of the treasures from their website.
Regrettablemusic.com. Check it out. Have a chuckle or two.
Crew member probably doesn't have the title up, but he will. He will shortly.
Crew member. Get to it. Get to it. Chop, 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 chop. This is like I said, this is our second installment. We brought it to you last week. We think it went pretty good, so we're bringing it back again this week.
Are we ready for the first one, Matthew? Are you ready?
Do it.
To have the first great or not great shoved into your face for judgment?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
great
snap.
Or not great?
Well, what we have here is a stocky gentleman. Looks like he's in his bedroom sitting on a beanbag reading some books, some literature.
In fashionable clothing.
In very fashionable clothing. I love that hat. What is that, a little puppy dog right down there at the bottom?
I can find out.
On his underoos. Zoom in.
Looks like he has puppy dogs on his underoos and his shirt.
Can
I can't. It
won't zoom in on the.
Will it not let me zoom in?
What's going on here?
That's weird.
It's horrible.
Come on, guys.
Can't. Zoom.
It was letting me.
All I want to do is a zoom, zoom, and a zoom. Just to zoom it up.
Try that again.
Boom.
There we go. Okay, I think we're going to do it this time.
All right, here we go. There's
the puppy dogs.
All right, he has a puppy dog on his belly, and he has a puppy dog on his felly. Those are some nice draws he has on. Let me check out that. Zoom in on those rings, man.
Those bling bling?
Yeah. Those are pretty formidable rings there. Pretty formidable briefs he has on. Now, one thing I can't tell is that a thong or is that boxer briefs where the legs are black, but you can't tell with this particular picture.
Because he's a black man.
Because he's a black man. Yes, his legs are black, and I can't tell if it's a thong or the legs of his boxers
like
are.
You wearing some ballet leggings.
Right. Yeah, and you won't be able to tell whether it was my translucent white legs or the leggings.
Yeah. Or like if you wore some ballet leggings with veins painted on them.
Right, with big purple veins painted on the back.
Yeah, people wouldn't be able to tell whether those were. Those having seen your legs would be very confused.
Right. And one day I'll trick you.
My question is, why would we choose this as an album cover? I think that's a.
Why would he choose it?
Yes. What's the logic behind? What would make one think this will sell lots of music?
Well,
lots of my music.
Where I think his mindset was when he made this, the name of the album is "Have You Heard This Story?"
And his name is.
His name is Swamp Dog, ain't it? Swamp Dog. All right. Now this is where I think his thinking was. He's on a budget. So he got all the books he could find and set up his beanbag chair. He probably just loves that beanbag chair, thinks it's real classy. Sat in that chair, put on his best clothing and most comfortable briefs, and just cracked open a book. Have you heard this story?
So you think that he's telling stories on the album? You don't think it's a music album?
No, I think it's a music album, but he's telling stories through song.
So he's getting comfortable as
right.
he's telling the story.
He's getting comfortable.
Gotcha. Is this great or not great?
I think it's pretty great.
Great.
I think it's pretty great. What do you think?
I think it's pretty great.
I think it's great just because he has the
This segment was brought to you by regrettablemusic.com, but the selection was culled by whom, Matthew?
I pulled this
selection
this
was
particular one. Yes. Everyone you're about to
The
see are the
selections
ones
this
I
week were
picked.
provided by Matthew.
We're going back and forth. Joey will provide the ones next week, I believe. Right.
Right.
Okay. And I think it's great just because he has. Let's go ahead and be blunt. He has the balls to sit there in a thong and a beanbag chair, and just chilling, reading a book. So I think it's great. Great for him.
Are you talking about the
Great
ball
for
he's sitting on? Is that what you were talking about?
That one too. The 3 balls he's sitting on.
I hope it's just the one, because otherwise he's in a lot of pain. Let's go to the next one. All right.
Oh,
This is Sweet Daddy Siki.
sweet that, or is it Psyche?
Squares off with country music.
He's squaring off. All right.
Is it Psyche or Siki? I think it's Siki.
See, we'll go with Siki. All right. Do you want to start this one off, or you want me to?
Well, looks like we have a wrestler of sorts.
I'm thinking that's Sweet Daddy Siki right
it
there.
must be. It must be. Logic would dictate that this is country music.
That guy represents country music.
Yes.
And squaring off would be kind of like a fight. So
Like a duel.
he decided to be a wrestler.
Like
I'm
a
sure this
musical.
was in the late 70s, early 80s when wrestling was
Why are you
real big.
Why do all your choices have scantily clothed black men in it?
No reason. Scantily clothed black men in thongs.
Yeah.
Hey.
There's something. What's going on with this guy's hair?
Well, I think his favorite wrestler was probably Ric Flair, so he decided to make his hair white.
All right.
Woo!
Does Ric Flair have white hair?
Yep, just like that.
Just like that?
And he always goes, woo!
Wait, he goes. Wait, hang on. Let me get close up here. Look into the camera. Do it again.
Ric Flair always goes, woo!
Very good, sir. All right. What's going on with this guy over here? How come they have the same color hair, first of all? Is it the same guy? I think it's the same guy.
Hold on, zoom in. I gotta see. Hold on. Wait, okay. Let me see the country guy sitting down. No, different guys.
Are you sure?
All right. I'm trying to
I think it's the same guy.
I'm trying to imagine the country guy standing up. Would he be as tall as that guy?
I think he could be. Yes, absolutely. Otherwise, we have 2 black men with white hair and white eyebrows.
Right. But the guy on the
that would be a rare occurrence. I just got to say.
The guy on the right looks to be older than Sweet Daddy Siki. Psyche.
No, he just has a hat on.
Zoom in.
On this guy?
Yeah.
All right.
Don't you think he looks older than Siki?
No.
So you think it's the same guy?
I do. I think it's the same guy. Let's get a vote from the crew member. What does crew member think?
Crew member, do you think that is the same guy in both?
Crew member says, hang on, we're just getting in the verdict from crew member.
Crew member.
So here's,
what do you think, crew member? What do you think,
and
crew
here's
member?
Country music.
What do you think, crew member? What do you think? He says one more time. Sweet Daddy. And there's country.
All right.
Is it? Oh, crew member thinks it's the same guy.
Are we getting a mixed feelings from crew member?
No, he's saying
I
yes.
think crew member has changed his mind completely to yes. Same guy.
Same guy.
See, okay. I think that's the point, that this album has crew member says look at the legs.
Yeah. Big legs.
Let's see what the songs are here.
Jambalaya.
Lonesome 7720. Just Walk On By.
7720. Snowflake.
Tiger by the Tail.
Tiger by the Tail.
Distant Drums. The one on the right.
Now the one on the right. So we're saying the one on the right is the same as the one on the left.
We do think they're both the same.
Okay.
Yes. Swinging doors.
Swinging doors and a bar stool.
Back pocket money.
Back pocket money.
Saginaw, Michigan. Fathers Lights and Music, Lost Love. Is this great or not great, Matthew?
I'm going not great.
Why?
Because I'm not feeling it. I don't have.
You have to have a.
I don't have
in fact, we did. You didn't. Well, you did say. I think you did say why you thought that was great.
I did.
Okay, so you have to justify why this is not great.
This is not great. I don't like all the clutter on the album. We got different fonts going on. We got just so much text on the album, and
I will say that it's great.
And why?
Because Sweet Daddy Siki almost tricked us into thinking that there were two people on this cover. Were it not for my sharp manner of observation.
He did almost trick us. Yes. But
Sweet Daddy Siki almost pulled a sweet hoax.
Sweet Daddy Hoax from Sweet Daddy Siki. Come on now, let's get kinky. I think that's one of his songs on the B-side.
On the B-side?
Yeah.
Is it? No, it's like the secret song. Like if you let the record play.
Keep going and going and going. Yeah.
But the thing that, see, he was the first one to create hidden tracks. But it didn't work because on the record you can obviously see that the needle isn't far enough. It isn't all the way to the end.
Yeah. So
he was ahead of his time.
Right.
And people were like, "That's stupid. That's not a hidden track." He didn't label it.
Right. He fooled us on the album cover. He did not fool us on the hidden track.
Yeah, not on the hidden track, Sweet Daddy.
Nope.
Mr. Siki.
Fool me once.
Or should we call you country music?
He's squaring off.
All right, next one.
Boom. Jesus will come through. Now, to me, that looks like a zombie Jesus. Zombie Jesus hand coming up. It reminds me of Night of the Living Dead.
It does. It's like the mafia got a hold of Jesus, and Jesus owed them a small debt, and he couldn't pay it, and so they gave him some cement shoes.
Cement.
Well, they literally buried him
cement
on
pants.
a construction site, and then what's the guy's name with the sunglasses?
De Niro?
No, on CSI.
Oh, no.
Like
Horatio.
Yeah, like the construction workers are like doing the work and they're busting up the concrete and this hand comes through and Horatio
takes it off.
What does Horatio say? What's his line?
He says, "Looks like there's more to him than we thought.
Looks like Jesus is coming again." What's that?
Jesus will come through. Looks like Jesus is coming through.
Looks like the Baptists were right.
Looks like we're all going to hell.
Well, he's alive, so Horatio would be like, "Here, take his sunglasses off," and he's like, "Never mind.
But,
it's all good."
Oh my God.
All right. Is this great or not great?
I think it's great because it's simple yet
It does have a pleasant composition.
Yeah. And anything,
and a nice 80s typography.
Anything with a zombie Jesus.
First of all,
I'm down.
Why is a gospel album? I mean, we've already covered the ground that it's kind of like Zombie Jesus.
Right.
Coming up out of the dirt like he hasn't always. First of all, according to the stories, he is not buried anywhere.
He was in a cave on a slab.
But I think this is like a metaphor that like he breaks through hard stuff.
Yeah, he's coming through your heart and
this is him like reaching in and grabbing your heart and like yanking it out
and then eating it since he's a zombie.
Okay, I didn't say that.
I think I like this. I think it's great because anything with a zombie type Jesus.
Why
is cool.
does a gospel album by Tom and Dan have technological typography?
Let's see. Tom and Dan.
Like, what if this is just like
They-
a quartet?
Yeah. With just two guys.
Well, they're the leaders. Each one of them leads one other person.
Okay. I think Tom and Dan were heavily influenced by the early manifestation of the creation of the internet, and they were so thrilled about it that they couldn't do anything with it. But the closest they could come with representing something like that would be to put that type of font on their album, gospel album.
Gotcha. So you still think great?
Great. What do you think?
I'll go with great. Did you explain why?
Yeah, just did.
Okay, then that saves me time.
No, you can
All right.
explain why.
I have to explain why too?
Yeah.
No, you explain why. All right, it's great because the Jesus here was so powerful in breaking through the concrete and the dirt of the earth, and he didn't even get his fingernails dirty. Check it out.
Oh, snap.
Clean,
Very
manicure. Manicured fingers broke through concrete. Clean hands, not a
Kung
speck
fu.
of dirt. That is a miracle.
I think he's throwing up a gang sign.
Can we just focus on the miracle that Jesus did? Breaking through the concrete. I don't think he's a crip.
I don't think that it would be
Look
a
at
miracle.
look at what he busted through.
I don't think it'd be a miracle for Jesus to break through concrete because he's super strong.
But he did it and he didn't get his hands dirty. He didn't even get a speck of dirt under his fingernails.
Because he hit it so fast that it was just
Oh, it was science that did it.
Yeah.
It was science. Okay.
science handled that.
Centrifugal force, people. I almost got duped. Next.
All right. Tammy sings. You can make it. We got we got a lot of things going on here. We have a little kid who looks kind of frightened and a little creepy.
Looks like he's about to do something bad.
Zoom in a little bit.
What's this hand doing right here? What's it about to do?
And is that his hand?
It might not be his hand.
Might not
right?
be his hand.
Just assuming that.
All right, zoom in on the lady in red, the older one.
Lady in red.
She's kind of throwing up a little gang sign herself.
Well, that's Tam Tam.
Nice hairdo.
Oh, really? Who is the little boy? This is Jay Baker. He's gonna be. I was told by crew member that this is Jay Baker, and he's gonna be on our show soon. Well, as things stand now.
This is little Jay Baker, who will be performing on our show February the
Is he
17th.
Is he gonna be on with my kids?
He's gonna be on Bob Graves' show and our show.
Do you have his parents?
Not our show.
Do you have his parents' written signature? Okay.
All right. Well, Jay,
we're really looking forward to having you.
looking forward to talking to you about this
little
album
buddy.
cover. Great job on this album cover, little
That's
buddy.
right.
And I love your feathered hair.
That's a nice hairdo.
It is.
Yeah.
Nice feathered. Jay. All right.
What
Jay,
about-
who's this? Who's
Who's
this
this guy?
pirate above you?
Who's the pirate?
I'm gonna call him pirate. Hold on. Who is this? Someone knows? That is Jim Baker.
You didn't know that was Jim Baker?
No. You did?
I knew that was Jim Baker, yeah.
Okay. Well, it's Mr. Jim Baker
And his parrot.
with
What-
his favorite
Can somebody
parrot,
please tell us the name of the parrot, please?
Oh, I do know the name of the parrot. The
You
name
do?
of the parrot is Satchmo.
Satchmo.
Yep.
Did you look this up on Wikipedia?
Mm-hmm. I do my research before we come on the show.
Uh-huh.
So the parrot's name's Satchmo. The only word he can say is, only phrase he can say is turn or burn. So that's why they kept him around. Turn or burn. Turn or burn. Pervert.
Is this album great or not great? First of all, it's autographed by Tammy Faye.
Oh, snap. And I bet you we can get Little J Baker to autograph one of our albums.
Do you think if we printed this out that he would autograph this for us? The crew member thinks that he would autograph this for us.
I think he would too.
Yeah.
All right, we have one more person. Who is this? I'm guessing this is
Or are you talking about this one?
Little
one?
J Baker's babysitter.
You think it's his babysitter?
Yep.
Why would the babysitter be in the picture?
She's got to watch him. She's always got to watch him. Got to keep your eye on little J Baker.
His parents are right there.
Jessica Hahn, we're told that is. Jessica Hahn. And then somebody's telling me, no, that is not Jessica Hahn. I'm still saying it's the babysitter. Her name is...
Is our show being controlled?
Selena.
Is our show subtly being manipulated here?
They're trying to. They're telling us who everybody is, and I'm not 100% sure that they are right. Great or not great, Joey?
I would say great. Yeah, based on the fact that Jay Baker is going to be on our show, that's exciting.
I will say great based on the same fact that Jay Baker will be on our show.
I would buy a parrot that only said turn or burn.
Oh, I would too. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Turn or burn. Saves a lot of talking. They go up for the altar call. The parrot's right there on the shoulder. I really want to go to heaven, but I'm just not real sure about everything you preach. Turn or burn. Turn or burn. You're going to hell.
Wait, is you going to hell?
No, that was Jim Baker talking like a
imitating
parrot after the parrot said that.
All right, gotcha. All right.
Next. So we've both decided this one was great.
Yes.
Next. My everything. First off, I'd like to say I'm glad it doesn't show us what's going on beneath him.
Why?
Because his eyes look in a state of ecstasy. What do you think?
I think he's just relaxed.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think he's just enjoying being in front of the camera. I think he's just wanting to make an impression, man. Don't you think that's the case?
Yeah, he's making an impression of a man being relaxed.
Yes, I would agree that it's an impression. And what if he is actually looking straight ahead at the camera, and that's just the way his eyes wander? He has wandering eyes. Yes. What if he is looking at the camera? What if he has two squirrel eyes?
He could be looking right at the camera.
Yeah. I've seen a person with one squirrel hunting eye, but I've never seen a person with two squirrel hunting eyes.
No, that's why I think this is great. We got two squirrely eyes over here.
This is George Abaca with Oracle Worship presents My Everything. In other words, all of my eyes are hunting for squirrels.
All of them. See if you can do the impression of him.
No, we're gonna.
Please. Do it.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Pull the camera up. I'm gonna try.
Look at the camera.
I'm trying to get the face.
Okay, gotcha. Look at me.
No, I am looking at you.
But hold on. No, look more toward me.
I gotta look over there to look more.
Okay.
Is it good?
Yeah, I like it. My everything. All right.
Is this great or not great?
I think it's great
I think
because
it's
two squirrel eyes.
I think it is like self-defining as great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like his eyebrows too.
He does have
Bushy.
nice
Bushy eyebrows.
expressive eyebrows.
Yeah.
Nice eyebrows. Nice eyebrows, Mr. Abaca.
Nice collar too. Boo 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 boo.
What is going on here? Did he not wash his collar?
Ooh, he's got a dingy collar. What is that? That's grease coming from the side of his neck. I know if I don't wash my face for a long time or my neck, I get a build up of grease. And
I'm sorry, there's something wrong going on right there.
And yeah, his is a little darker.
I think I'm gonna have to take back the great.
Yeah, no, that's not.
Sir,
great.
you got to clean your shirt.
He's showing up with dirty collars.
That's not right.
Yeah,
That's not right, sir.
Can you zoom in on his upper lip, please?
Right here.
A little higher. Yeah, right there.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I was checking to see if that was stubble or it looked like bunch of little pimples or something. Like
No, that's just stubble.
like not pimples, but like.
I mean, this is a good-looking man, except for
I
the
thought
filthy collar.
I thought it was razor burn. That's what I thought it was.
I think a guy could wash his collar before he takes a picture.
His eyes are a little close together, also.
All right, this is not great. This is not great, based solely
Well,
on the filthy collar.
Once you expose the collar, yeah, not great.
No.
Not great.
And the album's wrinkly. Right,
The album's
you can see
very
right
wrinkly.
there. Wrinkle.
Yep.
Can't even take
Not
care of his
mint.
own album. or
Not
collar.
mint.
All right, let's try the. Well, hold on. Hold on. All right, I got to be able to control the zoom on this one.
Now,
We're almost out of time here. This is going to be our last one. We've taken up the whole show doing great or not great.
Now I can relate with this woman here because when I was a young kid, my mom used to comb my hair, and I used to always have an alfalfa little sprig come up. It'd be like this, no matter what I did. And my mom would put a wet rag on top of my head, and she'd drive me to preschool. And by the time I took it off, it would be down, and it would look good. So maybe she has an alfalfa sticking up. It was like, hey, we got to do this album cover real quick.
Oh,
so
sorry.
she didn't want to
This
show the
is-
alfalfa, so she put the rag on top of her head.
Every time I do that, I lose control of the zoom.
And it also could be wet down with water because she doesn't want to catch her hairs on fire.
This is "And You Shall Be a Blessing" by Debbie Friedman. What do you think it says in Hebrew right here?
Huh.
I think it says "And you shall be a blessing." I just read it.
I think it
That's right.
says.
I translated it with my Hebrew.
I think
Hebrew knowledge.
I think it says, "God bless me with these huge man hands."
They are quite big.
Gigantic. Look at those huge.
Do you think it's just because
hands.
she's holding them like closer to the camera than her head?
Send me a message on Facebook. Tell me if my hands look way bigger because they're closer to the camera. No, I think she just has gigantic
she got
hands.
some big old hands. She got some Hulk hands.
I would hate to be slapped by her. And who is that
Let me-
woman behind her? And what is she looking at? Is she looking at the grandmother's backside or the front side?
She's looking at the candles.
Zoom in. I can't see her eyes really.
She's looking at her finger. She's looking at her thumb.
Oh, she's got the Vulcan nerve pinch on her.
She might be forcing this woman to
Yeah.
do what she's doing.
She's got the pinch
That's
on her.
possible.
Look at her eyes. She's asleep. Her mouth is open.
And you can tell the woman is saying, the woman with the candle, she's saying, okay, okay, I will do this. I will take my big man hands and put these candles out with my bare hands.
I'd like to see like what the back of the cover looks like. It'd be like her thumbs extinguished, having extinguished the wicks.
Like black marks on her palms.
Yeah. a little bit of singed hair.
This poor woman. I don't know why somebody would treat her that way.
Me neither.
All right, I think that we're out of time.
What time is it?
See how much time is this, Matthew? Is this album great or not great? Is this album cover great or not great?
I think it's a great album cover because it shows us the usefulness and effectiveness of the Vulcan nerve pinch.
It's instructional.
Yeah, it's an instructional album cover, and I think it's great. What about you?
I think that it is great. I like the big man hands. They are fascinating. Once you pointed them out, I can't take my eyes off of them. Let's zoom in on those man hands.
They're very engrossing. Gross being.
I don't even think she's
emphasis
looking
on
at the
gross.
candle. I think that she is admiring her own Hulk hands.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, and she's using the candles to add accent lighting to her hands.
What is the napkin for?
That's either to keep her alfalfa sprig down, or to keep her hair from catching on fire
because of all the hairspray.
Because the light from the candles can go through those big old magnifying glasses, and just catch that rat's nest on fire.
All right.
Hold on. I think we have time for. Do we have time for the alphabet song?
The alphabet song? No, we don't have time for it.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't. It's 4:49. It's time to end the show.
All right, guys.
It's time to end the show, and now we have to go. TBOG's done. Another episode's won. And now it's time for Wold. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned for Wold. Thanks
Wold
for
is coming.
Tuning in, everybody.
Wold
we'll see you next
is
week
coming
with the alphabet song and a couple more segments. It's going to be a great show. Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.
Stay tuned for Wold with Stephen Michael Fairlow and his daddy, Daryl Fairlow.
Hold on.
Check out the Fairlows, everybody.
I'm gonna do is this, do I look like Frida?
My daddy says I got a good show. Ooh.